Thanks, Uri. So last season, the hit NBC show Grimm left viewers with quite the cliffhanger, but fans, don't worry, take a breath. On Monday night, the fate of our favorite Grimm characters will finally be revealed in the season 2 premiere. David Gentoli and Bitsy Tulloch join me now. Welcome, you two.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming by and chatting with us. So like I said, last season, what a cliffhanger. It ended with Juliet in a coma and Hank's on the verge of a complete mental breakdown. So are we finally going to get some resolution here in season 2?
We keep it that way throughout the entire series.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. In the first couple of episodes, you're going to be learning, you're going to get a lot of itches scratched, so to speak. We'll sort things out in one way or another with Hank in the next couple episodes, and we'll find out about Juliet and my mother and a whole lot of other things.
Well, Bitsy, I know you can't divulge too much. Can you tell us if Juliet's going to wake up from that mysterious, poisonous, cat-induced coma? Can you give us that, just at least?
I will say that happens sooner rather than later, so you will have an answer, but I can't say, you know, what her state will be upon waking.
Could be a stasis.
That's very cryptic. I guess we're going to have to tune in on Monday and find out, right?
We were commenting early on when we were first reading the first few scripts that were coming in. There's quite a lot of really cool stuff that starts happening. I mean, they do not waste time. Season 2, they get into some like really heavy, really cool storylines that are you know, deep with the mythology right off the bat. So it's going to be fun for fans.
Well, speaking of when you guys read the scripts, do you guys wait for the scripts with bated breath like the fans do when we try and figure out all these plot twists? There's so much going on. When you finally get those scripts, is it a shock to you, or are you just jaded by all these changes now, all these plot twists that happen?
I'm certainly not jaded by the plot twists. There are some, I mean, there is some aspect to it where you're just like, what's next? I need to prepare. But I was just talking to Bitsy. There's a plot line that's going on right now. We're probably shooting episode 7 right now. And I'm like, man, when David, read that, I got all worked up because I guess I can't say anything about what I read, but no, I do get surprised, to answer your question, and I do get kind of stirred by some of the stuff.
Well, and speaking of the plot
it is hard, though, because...
Oh, I'm sorry, Bitsy, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying you know, especially David. David is working all day, every day, and then we have a new script coming in, but we're in the middle of shooting, you know, 206 when 207 comes in. So I always get very excited when there's a new script in my inbox, but at the same time, at that point, you do have to focus on the work at hand.
Okay, so speaking of the plot twist, I don't want to give too much away, but season 2 does start with Nick's mom showing up. Nick previously thought his mother had passed away, but she's now thrown into that mix as if there wasn't enough already going on. How does that add to the dynamic of the show?
Yeah, Mama Burkhart came back home, so she pretended to be dead for 18 years. So that's a mean little trick to play on someone. So I don't really like her, but I love her kind of thing, which many of us with parents have gone through. And I learn a lot about, you know, the history of my family, what the larger picture looks like, why Grimms are so important, and why people want to kill us. So we learn a lot about that right away.
All right. Well, David and Bitsy, thank you again for joining us. We cannot wait for the premiere on Monday night. We'll catch you right here on Channel 2. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.